I'm Dr. Green. I'm going to be conducting your Neuro-Opthamology exam today. If you've ever had an eye exam or a cranial nerve exam, there will be elements from both of those that you'll probably recognize in this, as well as some things that you might not be familiar with. I'm going to take a moment to gather all my tools and to put on my gloves, and then I'll be right with you. This exam is going to naturally require me to do some touching and examining and getting quite close to you. Is that going to be all right? Okay, great. And please remember, if at any point you're uncomfortable, you can pause the exam at any time. All right? Great. Okay, let me go ahead and gather everything and glove up, and I'll be right with you. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Hey y'all, it's JB. You may know Skillshare for classes in photography, film and video editing, and illustration, but did you know that Skillshare has hundreds of career-focused classes as well? With people everywhere reinventing their goals and themselves, it's become apparent that traditional jobs are not one size fits all, and many of us have found ourselves somewhere in the path of designing the career that's right for us. Creating your own career can be really rewarding, but there are lots of challenges too. For example, even after almost 9 years and hundreds of videos, and despite having an amazingly thoughtful and supportive audience, I still struggle with confidence, with my inner critic, and with imposter syndrome on a regular basis. I know by now that managing these challenges is not a one-and-done thing. It requires ongoing work. That's why I was so happy to find Creative Confidence, Learn to Overcome the Critical Voice by Lucy Lambrix. It's a short but potent class designed to help disempower the inner critic by observing what it has to say in a structured, detached way. I love that Skillshare offers these types of short classes in addition to their more in-depth ones. It means I can drop in and make meaningful progress toward a goal even when I feel short on time. Skillshare reminds us that no goal is too small. Thinking about our future can be really overwhelming. Sometimes it's best to take the pressure off by starting with something simple. Whether you want to expand what's possible in your current career, or whether you want to start from scratch and design the career that's right for you, or whether you're like me and one of your favorite hobbies is collecting new hobbies, Skillshare has so much to offer. And right now you have the opportunity to try out and explore the entire Skillshare class library completely for free for a full month. The first 1,000 people to click the link below will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. It's a great opportunity to check out what Skillshare has to offer. Plus, each of your signups helps support this channel, so thank you so much to those of you who do. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring. Alright, so I just want to be clear that we're just looking for the existence of any issues or new issues, I should say. We will be comparing the results of today's exam to your known medical history, and this appointment isn't for diagnosing or treating any issues, just for kind of seeing where you're at. So if you have an indication that you're having issues with any of the tests, I'm not going to do too much about that. I'm just going to note it over here on my computer and we'll move on. So just a moment. Okay, just logging into your profile here. So hopefully you'll do absolutely fine on all your tests. If there's anything that suggests anything that we might be concerned about, of course we want to look into that and get to the bottom of it, but we will just move ahead for now, and then we'll look into that later. Okay? Yeah, no, I know some people have understandably had bad experiences with doctors where they feel like their doctors are rushed or moving through or not really concerned or not really taking a patient's concerns seriously. So because I have so many patients who've been through that, unfortunately, it's very common in this system. I do want to assure you that I do care. I am paying very close attention, and if there's anything to be concerned about, or if I even suspect there might be something to be concerned about, I'm going to take notes, and we'll deal with that at a later time. But for now, we're just kind of running through the test. Does that make sense? Okay, great. So, just for verification purposes, can you go ahead and just verify your name for me? Okay, great. So, so we're going to be starting with a very basic visual acuity test. To begin with, I'm going to ask you to take a look at this Snellen chart right here, this eye chart, okay? Just let your eyes pass over it for a few minutes, let them adjust, okay? Now I'm going to take this pointer and I am going to point at some different letters. I know you've probably done this before. I'm going to ask you to tell me what letter I'm pointing at. If there are some that are blurry, or even if there are a lot that are blurry, just go ahead and give your best guess, because even if you get it wrong, but it's close in certain ways, that can give me insight as well, okay? So no worries if you don't get any of them exactly. Again, just give me your best guess. You ready? Okay, so we're gonna start right here. Can you tell me what that letter is? Okay. How about here? Good. And here? Okay. And what's this letter right here? Okay. So I'm going to skip down a couple. Again, if you're struggling, that's fine. Just let me know. What's this? Okay. And this one right here? How about this letter? What's this? Okay. And this one over here? Beautiful. You're doing great. Okay. Now I'm going to have you go through this again, but I'm going to have you cover one eye, and then we'll do it again with the other eye covered, okay? So, to begin with, can you please cover your left eye with your hand? Perfect. Okay. So, this one right here. Alright. This one. This one. Good. Can you tell me what this one is down here? Beautiful. This one. And what's this one? Okay. We're going to do a challenge here. Can you read this letter? How about this one? Okay, great. You're doing beautifully. Can you go ahead and cover your right eye now? Yep, just hold your hand over it. Perfect. Alright. Now, what's this letter? And this one? Okay. How about this one? And this one? We're going to challenge you again. Can you read this letter down here? How about this one? All right. Beautiful. Just going to take a few notes, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so next we have our Amsler Grid. Have you seen one of these before? So it's just a grid of lines, basically. I'm going to show you something here first. So, here we go. So these are just some examples of some of the types of distortions that people might see when they look at the actual grid. We're looking for wavy lines, blank spots, dark spots, things like that. And let's see, I'm going to take the actual chart right here. I'm going to be holding it up about 14 inches from your face. So to begin with, I'm going to have you look at it with both eyes. Then I'm going to ask you to cover one and then the other. Okay? I'm going to ask you to look directly at the center of the chart, this black dot right here. Okay? So again, we're looking for blurry or wavy lines, dark spots, just any distortions in the chart. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hold this up for you. If you could just look right at the center, right here. Relax your eyes. Let your focus rest on that black dot. And let me know, does it look distorted? Do you see any blurry spots, dark spots, wavy lines, anything like that? Or does it just look like a normal, boring old grid? Okay, great. You're doing wonderfully. Could you go ahead and cover your left eye for me with your hand? Okay, thank you. Once again, just take a look at the grid and let me know. Do you see any dark spots, wavy lines, anything like that? Okay. Go ahead and cover the other eye. Once again, we're looking for blank spots, wavy areas, distortions, anything like that. Okay, great. You're doing a wonderful job. Place this over here. I'm going to take a few notes again, and then we'll move on to the next test. Alright, so we have something fun next. We are going to be testing your color vision, okay? So I'm going to show you, we have this book right here. There are a number of plates inside it. And as you can possibly see, there are numbers within each of these circles. There are circles with numbers in contrasting colors. So I'm going to show you a number of these plates. We'll just kind of flip through the book, pick a few at random. Just let me know what number you see, if there are any you can't see or that you're having difficulty with, or even if you're having difficulty with all of them, please just give it your best guess. Because again, even if it's a struggle, there is a spectrum to a lot of these conditions, so just giving a guess can still give me a lot of insight into your vision quality, okay? Alright, great. Let's go ahead and open up. can you please take a look at this over here? What number is that over here? Okay. How about over here? What number do you see? All right. Let's flip ahead. Okay. Now, can you please tell me what number, if any, you see right there? Good. And over here, what number do you see, if any? Okay. You're doing beautifully. Okay. Over here, what number do you see? Beautiful. Try a couple more. What number do you see right here? All right. That's fine. That's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. I'm going to take a few notes, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so next we have the Stereopsis Test. Stereopsis refers to your depth perception, or just your ability to perceive the world in 3 dimensions. So we have a little test set over here. I'm going to be holding up a plate that has some magnets with different images on it, okay? Some of them protrude further than others, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you which of the images on the plate are closest to you or are protruding further from the plate versus which ones are farthest away from you or closest to the plate. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. And again, just as with all the other tests, if you're not sure, please just give me your best guess and that will be perfect. Okay. So, for round 1 of our Stereopsis test, I'm going to hold this up, and this is tricky, so don't get too worried if you're not sure. But we have an elephant, we have a cow, and we have a whale. Looking at this image, can you guess which one of them is protruding the most? Which one is the closest to you and the furthest from the board? Okay, good. Which one of them is farthest away from you? Which one of these is closest to the board? Which one's protruding the least? Okay, beautiful. I'm just going to make a couple changes to it so we can try it one more time. Alright, so we've got a different board this time. I have chosen different images and I've moved them around. Can you please take a look at this? And this time we've got a beach ball. We've got a rainbow. And we've got a house. Can you please tell me which one is protruding the most from the board? Which one's closest to you and sticking out the most from the board? Okay, great. And which one is the closest to the board? Which one's protruding the least? Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put this away and take a few notes. So, this is the part of the test where I'm going to be getting real up and close and personal with your eyes, okay? So, to begin with, I'm going to take this pen light right here, and I'm going to come at your eyes from kind of beneath. If you could do me a favor and just look straight ahead, maybe pick a point on the wall or something, and I'm going to be pointing this light at your eyes from beneath, just to get a little bit of a look here. If I may, I'm going to place my thumb just beneath your eye on each side. Okay, so I'm just going to place it right here. Just look straight ahead, and I'm going to kind of get a little peek in your eyes here. They look great. Okay, other side, here. Look. Beautiful. Okay. You can blink if you need to. Quick notes here. Okay. I'm gonna grab my ophthalmoscope here. Okay. So, for this test right here, I'm going to ask you again to pick a point on the wall. Maybe one of these letters here. Just pick a spot and stick with it. I'm going to take this tool right here, and I'm going to be looking at your eye, and I'm going to gradually get closer and closer as I look. Hopefully it doesn't make you uncomfortable for me to get very close. Just do your best to stay still and keep your gaze fixed on some point over here, okay? As I'm getting close, I might again touch your face, just because I'm going to be looking through this and I don't want to like bump foreheads with you or anything, okay? So, just take a look over here. Good. And I'm going to start with your left eye. I'm just going to get in quite close. Okay. Keep looking at that faraway spot. Beautiful. You can blink a few times if you need to. You can do the same on the other side. Pick a spot on the wall, same spot ideally. Get in quite close and good. Okay, beautiful. Just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and dim the lighting in here a little bit. I'll be turning it back up after the next couple steps. Just hang in there. Okay, so let's give your eyes a moment to adjust. And if you can see it okay, can you fix your gaze on the tip of my nose right here? Okay, great. Yeah, just look right here. I have a pen light. I'm going to be shining it in your eyes just to observe the response of your pupils as I shine it in your eyes. Just keep your gaze right here. Good. Okay. looking right here, please. Good. Just gonna take a couple notes. Go ahead and take a blink break if you need to. Okay. So again, looking at my nose, please. I'm gonna cover your right eye just for a moment. Look at my nose. Okay. Still looking at my nose. Good. Okay. Looking right here. I'm gonna switch, cover this eye, and good. Okay. Looking at my nose. Beautiful. Okay. Blink a few times if you need to. Once again, look at my nose, please. I'm gonna take the light. I'm gonna be kind of swinging it from side to side. Keep your gaze fixed on my nose. Just checking the response of your pupils, making sure that they are coordinating properly with each other. Good. Okay. Blink a few times. Gonna take a few notes. Now, this is going to be quite similar. If you can go ahead and fix your eyes at a spot in the distance further away, you can do a little bit more of the same. So looking back there, I'm going to go ahead and cover this eye. Take a look. Keep your eyes fixed on that spot on the wall. Good. Okay. Again, looking back there, I'm going to cover up your left eye. Beautiful. Okay. This time I'm going to have to ask you to look directly at the light, if you can. Follow it. Beautiful. You're doing great. I'm going to take a few notes and then we'll move on. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights all the way back up, so if you want to close your eyes for a moment just so you can adjust, I wanted to give you a heads up. Okay, so now I'm going to be checking some, you okay? Okay, I'm going to be checking some stuff with your peripheral vision. Can you please look right at my nose? What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be holding up my fingers. I'm going to ask you to keep your gaze fixed on my nose and do your best to tell me how many fingers I'm holding up, okay? And as with all the other tests, if you're not sure, just give me your best guess, alright? Good. So, looking right here at my nose. How many fingers? Good. How many fingers? Beautiful. How many fingers? How many fingers? Good. How many fingers? Beautiful. Okay. Could you please go ahead and cover your left eye with your hand? And we're going to do it again. Okay, so with your left eye covered. How many fingers? Okay. How many fingers? Beautiful. How many? How many? Okay. How many fingers? Good. How many fingers? Beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and cover the other eye up with your hand, please. And looking at my nose, please tell me how many fingers? How many? How many fingers? Okay. How many fingers? Good. How many fingers? Okay. How many fingers? Beautiful. You're doing great. Okay, a couple notes here. Alright, I'm just going to grab a tool over here. Alright, so just going to hold this up. Take a look at this right here. Can you clearly see that this is red, like a bright red color? Okay, great. Can you go ahead and cover up your left eye for me? Cover up your left eye and look at it. Can you clearly see that it's bright red? Does it look the same as when you were looking with both eyes, or does it look different in color at all? Okay. Can you go ahead and cover up your other eye? Does it look like it's the same color, that same bright red, or has it faded, gotten brighter? Okay. Beautiful. Perfect. Now, okay. So we're going to kind of line up our faces here, nose to nose. I'm going to ask you to look directly at my nose. We're checking peripheral vision a little bit here. So if you look directly at my nose with both your eyes open, at the edge of your vision, can you still see that both of these are bright red? Still looking only at my nose. Do these look like they're about the same color, or does one look different than the other? Okay, great. How about now? Do they look the same or different? And now, same or different? Beautiful. Okay. Looking at my nose now, can you go ahead and close your left eye for me, or cover it up with your hand? Okay. Now look at my eyes. Do these look like they're the same color, or do they look different at all? Okay. Same or different? Same or different? Beautiful. Okay. Blink your eyes a few times. Okay. Once again, looking at my nose, can you go ahead and cover up your right eye for me? Great. So, with your right eye covered up, looking only at my nose, can you please tell me, do these look like the same color, or do they look different at all? Good. How about now? And now? Beautiful. You're doing wonderfully. You can go ahead and take some notes, and then we'll move on. Alright, so we're going to give your eyes a little bit of a break. We're going to move on to some exams that involve facial movement and sensation, your facial muscles, things like that, the nerves that innervate your face. We want to make sure that everything is working in the way it's supposed to. Can you do me a favor and give me a big smile? Great big smile. Beautiful. Okay. Can you stick your tongue out for me? Good. Now can you please stick your tongue into your cheek? Again, on the other side. Great. Can you give me a great big yawn? Big yawn. Beautiful. Okay, just gonna take a couple notes. Alright. Now, can you go ahead and blink your eyes a few times for me? Beautiful. Can you raise your eyebrows? Okay. And now I am going to take these cotton swabs right here. So, I'm going to be testing your blink reflex. I'm going to bring this quite close to your eye. I promise you, I'm not actually going to poke you in the eye. I have a pretty steady hand. So, I'm going to bring this quite close. Do your best to just stare straight ahead, but when it gets too close to be comfortable, just go ahead and blink, okay? So bring it quite close. Just gonna check. Good. On the other side, bring it in quite close. Good. One more time, looking straight ahead. Just relax. And good. And good. Beautiful. Take a couple boxes here. Now again, I'm going to take these cotton swabs here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tickle, almost very gentle, on different spots of your face. All I need is for you to let me know if you felt it, okay? It's going to be very light touch, okay? So, tell me, just give me a yes or no. Did you feel that? Okay. That? Did you feel it? Okay. Did you feel that? Okay. Did you feel that? Okay. That. Okay, let's get your cheek. Did you feel that? Okay. Other side. Okay. Could do along your jawline here. Did you feel that? On the other side, your jawline. Did you feel that? Good. Okay. Just gonna here. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to gently break it. So it's a little bit pokey now. I'm going to very gently touch you in a few places. It will not hurt, I promise, but it's going to be a little bit of a poking sensation. Again, just give me a yes or no whether or not you felt it, okay? Poke. Did you feel that? Okay. Poke. Did you feel it? Great. Poke. Did you feel that? Poke. Poke. Did you feel both of those? Great. Poke. Poke. Both of those? Great. Okay. So, next I'm going to grab a tool that I keep over here in a special little device that makes it nice and cold. It's like a tiny little metal tool with a little almost spatula on the tip, and because we keep it in a chilling device, it's going to be quite cold, not so cold that it'll hurt or be uncomfortable, but we're just checking your sensory nerves basically. I'm going to be gently pressing it on a few points on your face, and you should feel that nice cool sensation every time I touch you, okay? Okay, so here we go. You can see it's not sharp or anything, it's just a cute little scoop and it's super cold. So I'm going to start by just touching actually the tip of your nose here. Touch. Did you feel that? Okay. Get up here on your forehead. Did you feel all three of those? Okay. Touch. Touch. Did you feel those? Okay. You're going to get your cheeks. Touch. Touch. Did you feel those? Great. Your jawline. Did you feel it? Okay. Other side. Did you feel it? Good. Great. Get this way. Okay, and finally for this section, I'm just going to be checking your muscles of mastication, which is basically just the muscles in your jaw here. So I'm going to be placing my fingers along your jawline just up here, pressing and palpating gently. If you can just keep your jaw relaxed to start, and then I'm going to give you a few simple instructions, okay? So you're going to feel my hands right here on either side of your jaw, just gently palpating. Okay. Now if you could gently bite down, not too hard, just a gentle bite. I'm gonna kind of massage and probe your jaw. Good. Okay. You can go ahead and relax now. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a brief look at your ears. I'm going to grab my otoscope over here. Here we go. So I'm going to take this otoscope. I'm going to step first to your left side and then to your right. I'm going to place the otoscope into your ear canal. Just take a quick look around, okay? So starting over here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get quite close here. You're gonna feel the otoscope entering your ear canal right here. There we go. And I'm just gonna look deep into your ear. Ear canal, just checking for any excess cerumen or earwax. Looking for any signs of irritation, any signs of infection, any lumps, bumps, anything like that. And we're looking really good. Your tympanic membrane, your eardrum. Just make sure that we're seeing the right amount of translucence, making sure that the visible structures behind the tympanic membrane look the way they should. Checking to make sure that the light is bouncing off the way it should. No signs of infection or irritation. Everything looks really good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove the otoscope. Beautiful. And over here. Okay, once again, you're going to feel the otoscope entering your ear canal right here. Beautiful. Okay. Once again, just looking at the walls of your ear canal to start, checking the amount of cerumen. Looking for any areas of concern, any scratches, sores. And I'm not seeing anything like that. Your ears are looking really beautiful and healthy. Okay, so proceeding a little deeper into the ear, taking a look at the tympanic membrane. And it's a beautiful tympanic membrane, looks really healthy. Seeing the right amount of translucence, everything behind the membrane looks good. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the otoscope. Good. Alright, beautiful. We can put that away. And take a few quick notes again. Now just some very simple hearing tests. I'm going to take my fingers. I'm just going to be rubbing them together on either side of your head. I'm just going to be asking you if it sounds the same on both sides or if it feels different at all, okay? and I might move one hand farther away or closer. So I'm not trying to trick you, I'm just trying to get a sense, okay? So placing my hands on either sides of your head. Does that sound about the same on both sides or different? Okay. How about now? Does it feel about the same, or does one side seem louder or softer? Okay. How about now? About the same or different? Perfect. Now, is one side louder or softer? Beautiful. Okay. Now something very similar. I'm going to be rubbing my fingers together on either sides of your ears. I'm going to slowly move them away. Just let me know when you can't hear them anymore, okay? Alright. So, you can hear that? Good. Okay. So as I move them apart, just let me know when you can't hear them anymore. Okay, beautiful. Alright, all we have left is some simple vestibular testing, and then we'll be all done, okay? So, to begin with, I'm going to, let me make sure we're caught up here. Okay, so I'm going to place my hands on either side of your face. It's going to be firm, but not hard. It won't hurt you. I'm going to place my hands on either side of your face, and I'm going to ask you to look first to the left and then to the right. I'm going to be trying to hold your face in place, and then you try to kind of push past my hands, okay? Just checking muscle tone here. So place my hands right here. If you can go ahead and just turn your head to the left. Good. Okay, go ahead and turn your head to the right. Okay, beautiful. Something quite similar. I'm going to be placing my hands on your shoulders. I'm going to ask you to try and lift your shoulders. I'm going to be trying to press down and prevent you from lifting them. Again, we're just checking muscle tone. Okay, so placing my hands on your shoulders here. Go ahead and lift your shoulders up. Okay, good. Relax them. One more time. Lift up your shoulders, up, 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 and let them relax. Perfect. Okay. Alright, well, that's it. I'm going to take a few notes. You are welcome to head on out. You did a beautiful job. You're a joy to work with. I'll compile all the notes. I'll review them. I'll look over them with my team and compare them to your known medical history. If we have any concerns or questions or referrals, we'll get in touch. But otherwise, I hope you just have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you the next time you need to see us, alright?